Ouachita County Artisans here. Glad to be back with you this week. This is a beautiful, beautiful morning. First morning, really, that it's been nice enough, and I've had opportunity just to come sit out on the patio for a little while. And it was about, I looked a while ago, it's 68 degrees this morning. And the wind's coming out of the south. And it's got that fall feel, and I love that fall feel. It's just a beautiful day, and I'm kind of out here enjoying it, having a blessed day. Just thought I would note, we kind of did some different things in our garden this year. We went from regular big garden planting that we never could keep up with to planting stuff here by the patio in the backyard area. And we've had some stuff, and it's not been a lot, but we've had some vegetables, and I got lots of ideas for next year. And I'm going to start those. I'm going to start putting together some planter boxes and some things for us up here. We're getting to the point that it's just too much for us to try to go down and keep up with a big garden. We just can't do that anymore. And all you young folks out there, you're going to learn one of these days that maybe you want to, but you ain't going to get to. So that's just part of maturing, getting older. But I had me some slips, sweet potato slips. And I started them way back in probably January or February. And I brought them out here, and I said, what am I going to do with these? We're not putting in the big garden. I got to do something. So we had an old box, and it was a box that had some stuff on the outside of it. I said, this might make me a planter. Well, what I should have done was recorded all that, but I didn't. But the thing is that I planted these slips, a couple of slips in this box, and I put in some soil and all of those things. And I decided yesterday I needed to check those and pick them because the tops were dying. So this is my sweet potato crop for 2021. And some of them do look a little strange. But Miss Ella and I we'll get these all. Now it looks pretty good, but we'll cut these up and we'll have them for supper one of these evenings. We did also raise a few red potatoes in a bucket, and we had a few of those. Didn't have a lot; they didn't come out real good, but it was an experiment for us, and it was for our learning. And like I said, I learned a lot having a bucket garden, or some of it was in all those things that they buy at Walmart to put all that stuff in, put a lid on it and store it, storage container deal. But anyway, we've had a lot of peppers. Our peppers did real well. We're having a bit of okra coming off. And so we've had tomatoes, of course. We've had a good crop of tomatoes this year, the best crop that we have had here on the ranch for years and years. We had a good crop. So the garden is coming along. Again, it's getting fall, and the garden's going to be coming to an end. I'm sitting here looking at a bucket. Our daughter brought us some onions, and they're the kind of onions that just grow in big patches. They don't make the big onions like you buy at the store, and they look sad. And she kept saying, Dad, you got to get those planted somewhere. And I kept thinking, where am I going to plant them? Well, then I just gave up, and I had a bucket here that didn't have anything in it. So I put those over in that bucket, and we've been watering them. Miss Elle, she's been watering them. She's a waterer. She comes out every day and waters the garden here in the backyard. So uh, we got those things, and they're growing up a storm. They're going to have to be transplanted into someplace larger, but we've got a good start, and we're going to have a good crop of onions coming up here. Kind of a wild onion type thing. Also have a little feed. It's funny, I got a little piece of feed out here growing behind the patio where we have the bird feeder. It's something that come out of the bird feeder, dropped on the ground, and it's come up, and it's doing well. It's just about to head out, and it'll be ready to put back in the bird feeder. So that's just kind of what life is about, just doing the things that you enjoy doing, getting things done. Yesterday, we got a rick of firewood in. We got it all unloaded and stacked and getting ready for cold weather. Whenever it gets cold, we use wood, especially in the den, to heat our home. So we got a cord of wood stacked in. We like probably about 2 more cords anyway, or not cords, but ricks, to fill up everything that we got. So that'll give us 2 cords for this winter. And I've got had about a half a rick left over from last year. So anyway, we're getting ready for winter. I've got stuff out in the shop, and it's been busy this week, and I haven't got back out in the shop very much this week, but some weeks I get a lot of time in the shop, some weeks I don't. I have other things that I have to get accomplished. But one of the things that I wanted to visit with you about on this one was frustration. Have you ever been frustrated? Well, one of my shop projects, I needed to cut some vinyl. And I have a Cricut, they call it, Cry-Cut, whatever you want to call it, cutter. Well, it's a Explorer 1, and I've had it for several years. And here a while back, I needed to do make a mat out, and so I went in, set it up, cut my mat and the whole deal, and used that for a project that I was working on. But this time I went in last week, and I sat down at my little computer and my laptop and my Cricut, and I turned it all on and everything. I put on there what I wanted. I even bought a stencil thing to put on there to cut out on the Cricut. And that thing will not connect from my little computer, which is a laptop. It's not a little bitty thing. It's a standard size laptop. It will not connect to my Cricut. I've watched YouTube videos. I've got on the internet and read everything that I can read on it. And it seems like a lot of people have this problem. There's just no one out there telling me what I need to do to make it work right. So I've done everything that it's been noted and said. They say, oh yeah, check your drivers, check all this and do this and do that. And I've done all that. One of our daughters came over yesterday, and she worked on it, and she got frustrated with it. Oh, there's my topic right there, frustrated. Well, needless to say, I've been a little frustrated with that thing. It will not connect for some reason. Everything's on the little site there that you put it all together on, and then whenever you go to cut it, it gets up there and it says connect to your Explorer, and then it's got that little thing that goes around and around. Those things are irritating. No, they're frustrating. Frustrating. I tell you what, there was a time or so I thought, I'm just gonna take that thing out there, put it in the drive and run over it with the tractor, be done with it. But here's the thing, there's a fix. I just don't know what it is. Hopefully, I got a grandson that does kind of some computer stuff, and hopefully he can come over and figure out what's goofed up in there. You know, I remember back when computers really first come out, and they were a big deal to me. I like computers, and they had a little class over here at one of the local high schools for adults. Well, I was in my probably guesstimating in my late 20s, so man, I wanted to learn about them computers. So I went over there, and we had these old computers, old today standards anyway. And the first thing they taught us is push this button and it will come on. So that's where I started with the computer stuff, and it got away from me very quickly. Especially that was probably back in the 80s. That it just went so fast that I couldn't keep up with what was going on. And I think the first computer that I bought was a 8088, and I had 20 megabytes of hard drive, not gigabytes, megabytes, and I thought I was just the whole thing. The first laptop I had was a disc to disc. Thing is heavy, weighs, I don't know, probably 10 pounds or better. Showed it to my grandson here, here a while back, and he could not believe this was a laptop. And I said, "Oh yeah, but there were ones that were bigger. We remember some of the old ones." But when I went to school back in '90, went back to college, I wanted a laptop, and we took notes on them in class and so on and so forth. But you know, the thing is that this thing is frustrating me to no end. And I don't know what to do with it. I keep studying, keep looking, keep trying to figure it out. It still doesn't want to connect. I need it to work. I know it's not a new one. It's not the most updated one, but it's what I have. And I've got to get it figured out, and we will. But you know, there's a lot of things that frustrate us in life. And here's the reality to it. It's going to be all right. It's going to come out. We'll either get it fixed or we'll do something different. So there's no need for us to get bent out of shape, all upset, make ourselves sick, just because something doesn't work correctly. We just got to fix it and take the time and opportunity. You know, I've run across people that every little thing that comes along that doesn't go their way, they just go nuts. They blow up. They don't know what to do. Well, it's going to be all right. We're going to figure it out, and we're going to fix it. If somebody makes a mistake in life, whatever it is, you goof up, well, fix it. Don't fret over it. Don't yell about it. Don't scream about it. Don't scream at somebody else about it. Just fix it. And if it's somebody else that's made the mistake, help them fix it. I mean, life's too short, guys. And I'm up there. I mean, I'm getting to the point that I reflect on a lot of this stuff about time in life. Because life's short. Life is real short, and it goes by real fast. And I'm kind of to that point. But if for something that comes up, we just got to fix it. Now, I get impatient trying to get things fixed. I want it done yesterday. So I guess that's because I worked in the oil field back in the day. So, but anyway. But here's the thing. Just be patient. You'll get it fixed, and everything's going to work out. Don't get too frustrated about things. We're blessed that you're with us today, and I want to encourage you, if you're watching us on Facebook, to share this and follow us. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. That's going to really help us a lot. We're really trying to build our channel there. Encourage you to share it, ring the notification bell, all the things that it says there, you know, comment, whatever, about our videos. But please help us build our channel. Like I say, here at the ranch, we're just kind of we're just folks, and we're just kind of trying to reach out and do some encouraging things for you. We are so blessed that you're tuning in with us today, and may God bless your family each and every day.